Hey, how you guys doing? It's John Martin here from New Life Fitness again, answering your questions. So the question came in about tennis elbow, and people complain about their elbow. Mainly two people, my wife and another one of my clients, said their elbow hurts a lot, even though they don't play tennis. So what that's called, generally it's called epicondylitis, and it's epicondyle. Hopefully my elbows aren't dry. The outside of the elbow here, where there's inflammation, I don't know if you can see my face or not, but you see my elbow, but there's inflammation and pain there. It's okay. So there's a couple causes. Usually it's from playing tennis, but if you don't play tennis, it's a repetitive stress injury. Generally from clicking the mouse, that's a common one. If you work in an office, that's a lot of internal rotation of the wrist and the hand, and next thing you know, your elbow starts to flare up a little bit. So I'm going to show you a couple natural remedies, some stretches and exercises you can do to help alleviate some of the pain there by stretching out the fascia. If you remember before we talked about fascia, but relieve some of the fascia and relieve some of that pain. So the first one you can do is to stretch out your arm, and all you're going to do is pull your palm in towards your forearm. Make sure your arm is straight, and just pull, hold for 30 seconds, and relax. And do that a few times a day. The second variation, if you make a fist, and this is the advanced version, you're going to pull that fist in. Make sure you keep that arm straight as possible. And you're going to feel it stretch all in the forearm, all the way back to the epicondyle, that outside portion bone of the elbow there. Third exercise you can do is you're going to come against the wall here, a little closer if you can see me. What you're going to do is make sure your elbow stays high, your shoulder's going to be against the wall. You're going to do an internal rotation of your hand. And what that's going to do is stretch out the interior head of your shoulder and go all the way down to the ground, or the floor, or the wall, whatever's closest. Hopefully the floor or the wall. Hold that position for about 30 seconds. Do it 3 times, maybe 3 times a day. That's 9 stretches a day. And the advanced version, come on down here. If you lie on the ground, I'm going to extend my arms at 45 degrees, and I'm going to push lightly on my wrist. I'm not tweaking and breaking my arm like a submission move here. What I'm going to do is just press lightly for about a minute. And you'll notice that will increase the range of motion. What I'll do here is stretching my arm, stretching my shoulder, once again the interior head of the shoulder as well. So, those 2 exercises you can do in your office. If you're at the gym, and hopefully you have one of these bands, we're going to go for a field trip here. Here we go. Hopefully you have one of these bands. You can do an advanced stretch. I like this one quite a bit. Here we go. Catch up. So you're going to do this from height if you're advanced. You alright? You're going to go around the top. As you already know how to make a knot. You're going to reach inside and go behind your back. And what you want to do here is make sure you maintain, yes? Make sure you maintain a good shoulder position. Keep the shoulder down and back. The shoulder wants to come up into your ear. Watch your finger. Make sure you keep your shoulder down and back. And then you're going to apply pressure so your arm goes back. Almost like somebody's taking your milk money, but don't let them. Keep that shoulder down. And that, once again, is a pretty advanced stretch. So that, accompanied with this flexion of the wrist, making the ball, internal rotation on the wall or the floor, and then also with the band will help take care of the tennis elbow. So once again, just send any of your questions here at John Martin. You can send it to john@newlifefitness.com, or you can send it to me on the website, newlifefitness.com. And this is John Martin signing off. I encourage you to live your faith every day. Or Facebook.